Hello, my name is Darylyn. I was in charge of the image carousel of Project Nomad, and we had certain design choices in order to accommodate the actual app. And I wanted to review over some of the challenges and perhaps some of the solutions I found in order to overcome these challenges. So if we look at this initial loading page, we will see that the image carousel takes quite a bit longer to load than the rest of the page, as we have image carousel that loads all images from an S3. It's cloud storage. You can notice that the responsiveness inside this is quite quick. And I decided to make this initial design choice because in order to have a friendly user experience, my belief was that the most important part of the application shouldn't be the initial loading screen, but rather how fast can they see the new images. And by doing so, we were able to have an extremely fast rendering of our images over here. On the other hand, we could have possibly loaded the page, had that be super quick load, even quicker, but have these particular images render a lot slower. Now that choice, in order to have every button query the database for a URL from the S3, would in fact make the app initial page faster to load. However, loading these images on image carousel would take much longer. And if we can look over into our page insights, we can see that we have very low optimization currently. And hypothetically, if we were to have a loading of every individual image at the time of the click, you could hypothetically make the initial speed much faster. However, every initial query after that would de-optimize this even further, as every query to the database is quite expensive. So in my head, I believe that taking a bit longer to load the pictures, but loading the images inside the carousel, rendering them, is much more beneficial to user experience rather than having a longer load time with these particular photos. Also, as a side note, as a backend optimization, we could minify or compress all the queries coming from all our particular bundles. Not only that, if we compress the actual listings 11, which would be the queries to the database, we could even more have a further increase in speed loading. So to go back and hit the endpoint, in order to really go back and review what we talked over, was that my reason for this initial loading screen was so that when the user would click the view photos, it would have a much more responsive rendering of the particular image. And I think that would be much more preferable than querying for a new photo URL every single time we clicked a button. And that is my presentation. Thank you very much.